So when you hear Sony and Universal and Warner talking about music being dead, music has never and will never die. I've always been interested in music. I've always been this kind of go-getter dude, so my friends and we saw this opportunity come up, and I didn't have any money, but they had a few bucks saved, and it started with an initial investment on their part of $15,000 each. That's $30,001 to create what has now become a national phenomenon. So that's why I say to people, it can be done. Some call it luck, I call it just chutzpah and perseverance.
Perseverance, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a photographer a professional photographer for 7 years, I guess, since I graduated college, Algonquin College, and was shooting stills for a couple of years, and I've just kind of started to, after a couple of years, I started to get into video a little bit more, which in retrospect was something I probably should have done from the get-go. It was definitely my passion in growing up and everything was shooting video, editing video. But I'm grateful I went into stills because I got a sense of color composition and framing shots and knowing what looks good in terms of a visual aspect. And I think that's helped me a little bit when it comes to shooting video. Just knowing lighting and photography in general. Well, I've been thinking about shooting a music video for quite a bit, and I've never shot a music video, so I didn't really want to just go out and try to find a band to charge, and I wanted to do the experience for my own and help out a band at the same time that was local. Give them something to put in their press kit or whatever to help them get a little bit more promo, whatever it might be. It could be 10 hits on a video, doesn't matter as long as there's one, in my opinion. So yeah, I had always had that in my mind, and I went out to a show to see a different band, and as I was there, as I was leaving, actually, the headlining band was Fevers, and they started to play their set, and it was at Cafe de Cuff. I was walking down the stairs and I could hear the intro of their first song, and I was just like, I literally stopped. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is great. Can I swear? Yes. Okay. Social media has been the driving force behind the success of this project so far. Without it, we wouldn't. I don't know. I don't even know if it would even be possible in the short amount of time that we've been able to pull everything together. From getting all of our funding to getting all of our talent. And people just donating skills as well. They couldn't donate money. We had hairstylists, makeup, who donated their time. Slayish, clothing store on Bank Street, did all the styling for the video. which we had, you know, I think 5 or 6 wardrobe changes, which has been impossible without social media. I mean, without being connected to them already and being able to reach out to them, get your idea. I mean, you can always just do cold calls or door knocks and stuff, but I really think that having a connection on Facebook or other social media sites, and kind of they can see what you have done and what you're doing and appreciate it more than just going up and just talking, you know what I mean? It helps to, obviously face-to-face contact is really important as well, but it just like was a huge driving force in terms of the success rate of getting people on board and getting people, reaching out to people, asking for help and getting feedback as well. So
social media, Facebook, Twitter.
Absolutely, very much so. But one thing, and I've spoken extensively on this at social media conferences, because you have all these people in a room, and they're talking about social media and how you co-opt, and really that's where it annoys me, because social media is a public thing. It's something that should not be simply co-opted for commercial use, but it has been. And so, you know, I go to these conferences and they're all talking about how they can, I mean, right now you got multinational corporations on Facebook. What the hell's that? Or on Twitter. I mean, but Zaphod's is too.
For our band in particular, there's just like more of a scene for like the type of music that we make. Like the type of shit we do isn't like catered towards a specific audience that already exists in Canada. We just kind of decided to do our own thing, and it's like a really like poppy, like power pop type, like with like a punk edge, because like we're all like, you know, shitty at our instruments and we come from punk backgrounds.
It all started with like MySpace, I guess. We had a MySpace. We still do have a MySpace page, but
I haven't logged into it.
We don't use it, obviously, because that website is garbage.
Can record in their homes, so you can get a very polished product for a very low price, and the technology is ubiquitous. It's everywhere, right? So almost anyone can do it. That actually creates some problems too. Before, when there were less bands, there was a bigger market for them. Now, with more bands, you have to kind of nudge your way into the market, but yet it is being done. Look at the Arctic Monkeys. I mean, they weren't signed by a label. They were an internet-based band.
Oh, I didn't realize it.
You know, and they were getting so many hits on their websites that the labels thought, you know what? Here's a property we need to buy so that we can make some money off it, right?
I gotta remember the last time I postered for a show, but back then playing with bands, I mean, you'd have to poster all the time before there was a show, and you just kind of have to negotiate between members whose job it was to go poster in like February. And now it's kind of, you can rest assured that just because of the Facebook page, and that you're gonna have a crowd. So things have changed a lot.
Well, the album we've been working on, we just happened to know a guy, or our family knew a guy, Bob's family, and he had a home studio, and he's been playing in a band for years, and like he knows what he's doing, like he's been in the business, so he just as a hobby, he'll take you down in his home studio, and we recorded an album there just because we happen to know him. Normally, like, we've tried it just on a little microphone or something, and it's garbage. We'll just keep playing it live instead, but home studios are like they're pretty. It's good technology. Okay, yeah, there's technology.
But it hasn't hurt musicians, because anyone that's a musician knows what I'm talking about. And there's lots of people that they don't care if they get as big as like Gaga or Kesha or people like that. They just want to sit at home, write music, even if they make no money. If you love playing music, then just keep playing. So I'd say, yeah, it's definitely hurt the industry because people that actually have talent won't get up in the industry and won't get signed. But it hasn't hurt musicians.
The very, very gracious, amazing people at In Motion, which is a production company in Ottawa, off Carling, gave us a great rate for rental. We rented the studio there and camera equipment, as well as the director of photography and a camera assistant at a very, very nice, generous rate. I don't know if I want to disclose it, just in case people will expect things. I don't know. Just they did us a huge favor, and we were able to get an Arri Alexa to shoot the music video, which is a pretty it's a pretty great camera. It's a equivalent to like a Red one. I don't even know how much it costs. I think it's like a $60,000-$70,000 camera without a lens. Right. It's a professional level cinema, like film camera, like shooting actual films on. So they have like great gear, and yeah, we were able to use that, which was amazing. And the fact that we were able to get a DP to shoot, took a lot of stress from me as being a producer, director, shooter as well, and editor. So it was nice to have somebody who was familiar with the studio, to light and knew the equipment, and just totally, it took a huge amount of stress. So once they offered that, after we asked, it was an obvious choice.
I think really success is when you choose a career path, whatever it be. As an architect, as a translator, as a nurse, you choose a career path because you intrinsically like that, and then you get money for it, and you can live. So if you ask a musician what is success, it's like, I really want to play music, and I would love to be able to just do music, but I have to work as a waiter, or I have to work as a clerk in the government. And to them, that is not success until their whole income and their lives can be tied to what they're doing. So if you want to be...
Yeah, I do. I think being successful is about having fun in the moment. So I just live for like every show, every moment, you know what I mean? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's about, like I said before, it's not really about getting to like a certain peak or achieving celebrity stardom. It's just about having fun. And that's successful to me, so that is success to me.
I try and look at is are the roots firm, like, and go back to our roots. We are discoverers, we are we like having fun socially. It is about just hanging out. So let's go back to our roots. Always go back to our roots. And I made the analogy. If you go backwards, then there's a lot of people who just stop at a certain time in music or in fashion, and they just stop. That's it. They haven't moved forward. Whereas when I say go back to your roots, what I mean is like a tree. If you've got good roots, every year there'll be flowers, right? Yeah. Or there'll be leaves, new growth. But that new growth has to fall off, and then there's still new growth, but you're still a tree. If the roots are good, you'll have new growth all the time. If the roots are no good,
you stop growing.
Yeah, that's it. You'll flower once and you'll die. So that's why roots are important. It's having good roots so that you can flower and flower and flower. And this flower is different than last year's flower.
It's always changing.
Right?